Hey folks, everything new under the sun. Russia warns that the world is on the brink of direct military conflict, and that means a nuclear war. And they're saying a direct military clash between nuclear powers, not only in Russia against the West, Russia, Ukraine, and of course against the NATO countries that are battling against it. By the way, Poland is looking to get some NATO weapons in there, and Russia has said if Poland gets nukes, they're a valid target. But you also have the nuclear powers of Israel and Iran. And Iran is very close to nuclear weapons. And that situation is brewing. Russia warned Monday that the risk of direct military clash between Russia and nuclear powers in the West is rising. And again, not only is Russia in direct conflict in Ukraine, but direct conflict against Israel and therefore Western powers in the Middle East. Westerners are dangerously balancing on the brink of direct military clash, which is fraught with catastrophic consequences, it says. And Sergei Lavrov said that the comments come after Russia reacted angrily to the U.S. House of Representatives passing a 61 billion foreign currency package for Kiev. So the U.S., the West, keeps bankrolling Ukraine in this war with Russia. This means that U.S. has no interest in stopping the war. Have you ever, and I keep saying this, but have you heard of anybody, talking about peace, coming to the peace table? Have you heard Biden come out and say, we need to make peace, and maybe going over there and talking to Putin? No, you don't hear that. They are not interested in peace. Why? Because the U.S. economy is failing. We are on the brink of economic disaster. And this war is really meant to prop up the economy. If you can take the country into war spending, institute martial law and say, because of this war, we all need to take a haircut and pay more taxes for this because it's a fight between good and evil and all this kind of stuff. That's how they get you out of economic collapse, or at least focus you in a different direction. And then, of course, the issue of elections come up. If there's world war going on, then maybe the Democrats stay in power. And that's a very real thing. And they do not like Trump. You look at all the news on Twitter, etc. You go to CNN, Trump is plastered on there day in, day out. And I go there just to see what they're reporting on. They love Trump in terms of ratings, but they hate, ferociously hate Trump, and are going after him with all sorts of lawfare. It's incredible. This is the time we live in, though. The truth will come out. But the people who are right and good and righteous, not saying Trump is, but the people who are more conservative, they will be the ones attacked. The left can attack people and do things illegal because they have no conscience. They have no morality. They have no rule of law. They have no truth, so they can make it up. They can lie as much as they want. Us on the conservative side, well, we're not supposed to lie. We're supposed to love others and not retaliate. And so they can attack us, but we don't often attack them in the same way, certainly. But justice will come. But on Earth currently, it doesn't look like justice is happening, and so a lot of bad things will happen to conservatives, those on that side, Christian or not, over these next couple of years. This is War News 247, and it says the Baltic died for 63 hours. Russia responded to NATO's Orsha plan with a total blackout. Now, what they did is that there was planes couldn't take off. Basically, they jammed all the GPS signals. They're calling them satellite communications. GPS uses satellites, and this is what's going to happen. This is why you need paper maps, because when things go sideways, when Max occurs, the satellites will go down. When World War III starts, the satellites will be the first to be hit. GPS, global positioning for aircraft, for location finding, and communications. That's all going to go down. For 60 hours, planes could not take off from airports in Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia. Again, this is just a taste of what we're going to experience, what all of Europe is going to experience when we go to World War III, and it's coming sooner than you believe. I think. Let's get this back into focus there. North Korea, Kim Jong-un oversaw a nuclear counterstrike drill. North Korea is getting ready for this, and who's going to hit first? It's probably not going to be Russia or China. It's probably going to be, this nation to the south of China, and China props up, the North Korean regime. But it's probably going to be these guys that lobbed the first nukes, because then China can say, well, I didn't do it, and Russia can say, well, we didn't do it, and blame it on North Korea. Kim Jong-un has overseen military drills to launch nuclear counterattack in response to joint U.S.-South Korean air drills. And so these guys have nukes, and nobody knows what they're going to do. They're a wild card. So, folks, the Bible does speak in 4 or 5 different places. It seems it can be argued that the 4 or 5 locations do speak of what would be the effects of nuclear war, or a great sword, if you will, coming upon land in the last days. And again, that suggests that we could see a nuclear war, nuclear weapons used somewhere, somehow in the Middle East, in Ukraine, wherever it may be, prior to a world leader coming into focus. Why? Well, you need some massive, huge worldwide event that scares every nation and every people and all the citizens so much, and it needs to get them into such a desperate state via famine, world economic collapse, that they will be desperate, and they'll be calling on world government to save them, to feed them, to fix the economy, and to save us from World War III and further nuclear weapons used. And I can only see it being, nuclear war all around the world that gets the world into a situation where they are willing to accept a world government and a mark of the beast system, which then leads us into the 7-year period. So, folks, major worldwide catastrophes have to occur before the Antichrist, I believe, has a stage and can take that stage. So that's what the next thing is that I'm looking for. A significant event. A pandemic was a good warm-up for that. It was a taste of lockdowns and overarching government control and coercion, and forced that. That was a taste of things to come. When the next one comes, the next birth pain, if you will, it will be 10 times worse, if not more than that, and that's likely to be some sort of world war. So buckle up, folks. Bible prophecy is coming to pass. And I did a series on nuclear weapons in the Bible. You can check that out. And maybe I'll post another video about that, kind of summing up those passages as well. Thanks for watching. I'll leave it there. We'll see you in the next video.